Hello everyone, this is Parisa, Keller Williams Realty, your realtor for life. Today I'm here with my amazing stager, Miss Kelly Davis, with Showcase Property and Design. Kelly has been helping all of my listings to make them look amazing, beautiful, and then professional pictures are gonna even look better. The marketing actually is gonna look better with the staging. And I would like to introduce her to you, and then she's gonna tell us about her business and how she does her magic with all of my listings. Hello, Kelly. Thank you for being with me today.
Hello, Parisa. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Please introduce yourself to my audience and followers and let us know what you do and how many years you've been in this business.
Okay. Hi, my name is Kelly, and we have been in business for about 21 years now with Showcase Properties and Design. And what we do is we actually help realtors enhance properties to sell. And what I mean by that is we actually bring in furniture to actually make the vacant home look like a model home. Although in the recent years we've actually been doing some redesigns, which means if someone's actually living in the property, we can actually use some of their furnishings, walk through the home, pick and choose what we can use, what we'd like to actually put into storage, and what I can bring in to actually complement the home to help Parisa and other realtors sell as well.
Yes, actually you've done an amazing job with the redesign as well. So tell me, why actually staging is going to be helpful for people who are resistant about paying for the staging?
Majority of the potential buyers cannot envision themselves in the home if they actually see other buyers' furniture that's there. So that's one thing. So when we're doing a redesign, we actually need to depersonalize the home, simplify the home so that the new buyers can actually see them living in the home. That's one thing. But if it's a vacant house, when you walk into the vacant property and you actually start to talk, you feel this vacancy, and it doesn't feel like a home. It feels more like an empty house. And what I like to do is bring in the warm furnishings and create a home appeal for them. And when the home is so large, a lot of people have no idea what all the rooms are going to be made for. So what I like to do is actually give an example of an office, especially if there's an entrepreneur that works from home, or maybe a child's room, depending on the size of the house.
So basically you give them the vision so they can visualize themselves living in that house and feeling at home, but not too much seeing the seller or other people living there by depersonalizing it.
Exactly.
Perfect, perfect. Actually, I have noticed that you even make suggestion to the sellers to remove their personal pictures or trophies or anything that make it them and make it more naturalized for new buyers. I've seen that you do consultation with the sellers too.
Yes, yes. And when we're doing consultation with the sellers, it's a lot of hand holding because this is an emotional home for them, and it's also an emotional sale. Some people are excited and they're ready to move on to another chapter in their life. Yes. Some people are going through some things in their life that are challenging, such as divorces and things, and you kind of need to hand hold a little bit.
Yes.
So instead of just kind of saying directly, we need to not see your family in this home, that's not what you want to do. You just want to say, we need to simplify the home, and you've got a beautiful family here, but let's help you start packing for your next adventure in your life. And then we want the new buyers to envision themselves living there.
And one thing I like about your crew is that you not only do a great job with your magic and vision, which I love, then at the end when you take your furniture, I don't see any holes on the walls. I feel like that, okay, where was the mirror and the wall? Yeah, like you just take everything out, patch everything. Like, it's amazing. The clean job after makes me feel so good that I used your company, because the sellers are happy, the buyers are happy. They're not coming to a house with a ton of scratches or scuffs on the walls or the nail holes on the walls. That's really good. Do you do that for all the homes that you stage?
Yes, I do. Yes,
okay.
I do, most definitely. I mean, we take pride in the homes that we actually stage, and we want to get it ready for the next buyers coming in. And thank you for mentioning my crew, because they're like family to me, so they're absolutely amazing.
Yes, they are. They are. I've worked with them, and I'm very happy with the end result from start to finish. You do a great job. Thank you so much. So do you have any database out there that can help audience understand why the staging is important, like as far as the sales? Because I see my listings are selling, and besides having a good price and marketing, I feel like that staging is one of the factors that help my listings to sell. But do you have any data that you can share with us?
And also I have to add, it's also the realtor that's involved, because when you have a hands-on realtor, it makes a difference. As I said, I've worked in this business for 21 years and I've met several different personalities, but as long as I have a team, then it really makes it help. And yes, you're right, the price needs to be where it needs to be, although with staging, it typically sells about 30% faster if it is staged. And usually at least for the asking price, if not more, so you get some bidding wars going on as well.
Correct. So walk me through the process when you walk into a vacant house that I'm going to list, or when we walk into a house full of the seller's furniture. What's going on in your head and your vision? Explain to me how you do this. I mean, I don't want you to teach us, we won't be like you, but just tell me what's the process in your head.
Well, you've worked with me enough, so you know how to decorate with me as well. But what I have to say is that when I walk into a vacant home, what I'm looking at is I want to sell the square footage of the house. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not here to sell my furniture, although I've been asked to actually sell the furniture.
I know.
But so what it is important is placement in the home and the square footage of the home, and to not put too much in the home. So less is more in some cases.
Less is more. That's great.
In some cases, yes.
Perfect. So if there are furnitures in the house and you're doing the redesign, you will probably remove some of the furnitures, correct?
Oh yes. And each house is different when we're doing a redesign. So there might be somebody there that has some absolutely beautiful pieces that I want to use, and I do want to accentuate those. But then there's a lot of people that have a lot of clutter. And so if they do have room in the garage, then I will typically move some things out. Sometimes there'll be someone that may have three twin beds in one room, and I may only need one. Or they may have 3 different nightstands and several different lamps, and older furniture as well. So we want to update the space. We want to bring in a lot of lighting in there as well, pull all the blinds up, bring in some extra lamps. All of those things help.
My next question is that will you offer to stage the whole house all the time? Because some sellers are reluctant to pay for the full staging. What will you do when the seller is reluctant to do the full staging?
Sure. It all depends on the size of the property. So if we're looking at something that's 1,000 square feet, then I'm most definitely going to want them to stage the entire home. I've done houses at 7,000 square feet, so any size I'm willing to do. But if the owner is reluctant to actually pay, then what we can do is we can offer a 20% reduction, and we can just do impact rooms.
Impact rooms?
Yes.
What are the impact rooms?
The impact room would be actually either the main living room, the dining room, the kitchen, the master bedroom, and the master bath. Okay. So, and again, each house is a little bit different. I might throw in another room if I need to.
Okay.
But typically when you have someone walking through a house, they want to feel the entire square footage. And we all know that ladies are the ones that end up buying the home, and the men end up giving in. So they remember everything in the home, especially when it's staged and decorated. They will literally say, well, honey, how many rooms were in that house? And he'll say, oh, he has no idea. He doesn't remember. He remembers the garage.
Yes.
But she will say, you know what? There was that one room that had that purple bedding and that blue, beautiful pillow. And you know what? I can remember this now. There's 5 bedrooms in that house.
When you stage every room, you basically give them a better visualization to remember the house at the end.
Exactly.
I see.
Exactly.
I see.
Yes.
Perfect. Every year we have a trending going on, like white and gray, and like a few years before it was all earth tone colors, and many years before it was cherry wood like cabinets. What do you see coming this year? Anything popping up? Any specific colors that you see that is more attractive to buyers?
What I'm actually seeing is that the trend that we've been in is going to continue it a little bit more. I'm still seeing some whites and some silvers, metallics, but every shade of blue is being offered right now. So we're looking at the royal blues, we're looking at the teal blues, all different types of blues. And being by the ocean, it really appeals to the buyers.
That's interesting. Blue, my favorite color. One of my favorite colors, actually. Yellow is my most.
Yes.
Okay, Kelly, if you want to have 1 or 2 advice for the sellers who are thinking about selling their house and getting their house ready before calling me, what would that advice be?
Well, I think once they have the mindset of actually selling and moving on to another chapter in their life, I think the best thing for them to do is start packing things up. Things perhaps that they haven't used in 3 months or 6 months, or even if it's summertime and they are not into their winter clothes, start packing up as much as you possibly can. That would be the best thing.
I see. And when I get into the house, I usually let them know that we want this house to appeal to all generation and all cultures and everything. So anything cultural, I will ask them to pack them as well, because we want this to the house to appeal to everybody. So I will actually tell them the same thing. So perfect. I think that that's it for today. Thank you so much for being with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Kelly's information will be at the end of the video, and I'm here for you if you need to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. Have a wonderful day.